Hello, everyone. Greetings. Greetings. Miss B, oh my God. I'm sure you must have left this comment a while ago. I am so sorry, guys. So I decided to do this live early. So if you missed this one, I'm so sorry. I had an emergency coming up at the time I had scheduled this meeting for. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do the live now so I don't keep pushing it back. So, um, guys, hey, good morning, Kenny. Welcome. Good morning from my end. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you. I hope everyone is doing well. And everything is going well. I hope you're having a relaxing Saturday. Don't do too much this Saturday. It's chill, 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 you know. So anyway, on this issue, right? Nigeria matter. Honestly, for me, again, like I said on the last live, I am waiting for Nigerians. My eyes are on Nigerians because Nigerians are the only ones who can. We are the only ones who can save ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. We are the only ones who can truly see this to an end. Um, I'm sure most of us know the enemies are external and internal. Okay, the external enemies using the internal ones against us. So we have to bear that in mind when we are talking about Nigeria and the situation that we have found ourselves. Reason why I can't help but touch on it, even though um I'm not. I'm taking a break from. I'm watching. I really want to see what Nigerians are going to do, what it is they want to do because they cannot let this slide, right? So while I wait for that, it doesn't stop me from touching on things that I feel should be considered as well. You know, so it keeps getting worse. I saw a video. One of the reasons why I decided to do this live is I saw a video of I think it's Unilag. Unilag students came out to start. Yeah, Kene, welcome. Good morning. Greetings, my brother. Yeah, exactly. Enemies everywhere. So it just tells you that we don't have any friends. We do not have any friends. We need to start understanding that. For the first time in my life, I'm standing on restructuring. I don't believe in one Nigeria. I don't. I'm going to be very upfront about that. I do not. I am taking sides with anyone who wants to break away from this mess because I've been thinking about it, right? Nigeria as it stands now was never meant to be a country. It was never meant to be it was meant to be a business. The people who own the business don't want to let it go. When we were regional, when there was regions, you could see some development. Since they squashed the idea of regions, look at the mess Nigeria has been. Nigeria cannot be favoring only a few group of people to the detriment of the rest. It doesn't make sense. It does not. And they don't care about the rest. They just believe like they have to continue. There was a video I saw, right? I came upon while I was, thinking about this. Let me see if I can pull it up here and play it for you guys. Um, Let me see if I can do this. Welcome, Raim. Good to see you. Good to see you, my brother. We have to. I don't know if anybody has listened to this man. His name is Magaji. I don't know if you guys have listened to him before. The guy really, really talked. He really talked. He spoke to a large extent my mind. He's an Hausa man, but he believes that if Nigeria goes back to Let me see if it's this video. I'm going to play for you guys in a moment. I don't want to be long on this life, oh, so I beg, make una not make me stay long, so that I will go ready do other things when I plan, when I get to do today. Anyway, I no go fit. Let me get my time. So, oh my God, we really need to, as Nigerians, the more we realize that I'm talking about well-meaning Nigerians. So I'm not talking about well-meaning Nigerians' obedience, especially. I don't care about the rest. There's a particular tweet I saw about a lady who was fully so he was saying, hey, you people should be going to courts while we stay in the villa. When what's his name? Rufai of Arise News said, drop your Aza, as they call it. I don't know what does Aza mean anyway. I guess it's drop your account, but I don't know what Aza stands for. Anyway, the same person that was saying, yeah, you people should keep going to court while we stay in Aso Villa was one of the first people to post there, begging for money. That she's a teacher, oh, things are very expensive. She has bills, please, she needs help. The same person. If that is not, I don't know, that's even worse than a slave. That is worse than a slave. Okay, what is your intention, or what is your reason for supporting a man who has brought destruction into Nigeria? Aza means account number. Me, I just say the Aza itself gets meaning, full meaning. I just account number be Aza. Nigerians. Oh my God. Hey, exact Kenneth, you say you've heard him before. You don't see a corresponding action from him or from are you saying that you don't see a corresponding action from him specifically, or is that what you mean by that? Yeah, as exactly, Kenny. We are our own problem. Now we be the problem, honestly. It's so clear. It's so clear. Now we be the problem. You know what's in there? Agbado na one person. Oh. Agbado na one person when gets good intentions. I mean, Agbado na person when he gets evil intentions. The people around him supporting him, I think they're worse than Agbado himself. Because one person can have evil intentions and say, this is my plan, this is what I want to do. But it takes the people around him to say yes. It takes the people around him to say, no, we can't allow you to do this. For a group of people or a certain tribe or multiple tribes to take sides with this man who wants to bring destruction to, who has brought destruction to Nigeria, I think for me, if I were in a position to dish out any disciplinary actions, those people will get more. Because that means that they also have evil intentions as well. Because how can you allow such a man get to that level, that positioning? Anyway, he's not the reason why I came here. Me, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. To show you, say Nigerians, just to buttress the point when Kenny make, Nigerians, now the problem of Nigerians. Not only Nigerians go defeat save Nigeria. Nobody else go fit save am. Only Nigerians can save Nigeria. I dey see videos, I dey see poor people. One woman, whether na tailor, not making clothes well, right? Oh my God. E not making clothes well, go carry DSS come, they kpai the tailor. This is what we are going to be seeing in Nigeria now. Or na the one wey set in girlfriend, whether na ex-girlfriend or in girlfriend and in girlfriend baby, light them up. Oh, ew. Mm. Mm-hmm. Make I see whether na this video. I think it was 2 years ago he did it. Let me see if it is not him, we'll go move on from that. I dey try to, because the truth be say, I don sit down, I think the matter. I say this Nigeria matter, forget. Now we go solve our problem. Nothing, no one else. Now we. And we need to restructure that country. The way that country be, enough fit work. Sorry. Enough fit work at all. The way the country is, it cannot work the way it is. Let me play this video. Let me see if it's this one. And I hear people saying, some people on Twitter, I said some people blaming Peter Obi that he's too quiet. He's the one that told the people to calm down. That's why they did not do anything the first time. That's why it irritates me when people say things like that. It really annoys me. What do you want the man to do? I don't understand. More than what he's doing, what do you want him to do? That's the angle he wants to do. Why blame a man? A man that was able to resurrect and wake a lot of people up to see the truth on ground. Now you want to dey blame. Make it come call. So when he call, when he say, oh yeah, come on, let's go and fight, let's go and when they go carry the man, lock and throw away key, where will you be? Will you go and break him out of the place? All the people wey they don't talk for you before. Sowore, I remember that time. I'm not a supporter of Sowore, but I remember that time he went to Nigeria for to go and riot or protest or whatever. But they caught the DSS come arrest am. I not see Nigerians run to im aid. I not see them. I did not. People ran away and left him alone. Most of una leaders when they talk for now, I go expect say okay by now una go don surround the whole place, bring am down, say una must release am. No, see Nnamdi Kanu, e still dey. Wetin the man do? What did he do? The man still dey there. He dey for God knows how long, for nothing. Court don say release am, dem still keep am for there. Wetin Nigerians do? Una wan make the same thing, make the man come go do the same thing. Dem go lock am up. The same una go turn around, una go say if to say if for not talk like that, as you know say these people be like, no be so una for talk. And so most Nigerians go talk. Dem go blame the man. Dem dey blame am now say because say tribunal no do wetin e suppose to do, so na Peter Obi fault. People should stop saying those kind of things. So that man has no fault. He never do anything wrong. Now the angle when he's been consistent. He did not tell you, if to say he tell you, so yeah, let's hit the streets, you will say he's doing it for selfish reason. You did not care about the people. He put the people in danger. Now that the man is considering and saying, I don't want my country to go up in flames because of the fact that they did not give it to me, you are still criticizing him. Nigerians, I never see. For people like that anyway, you never know. They're always tilting towards every side of the fence available. They know they stand for anything. Breeze go blow them go south, they go go. They go blow them go north, they go go. They know they stand one place. you know all una leaders when you don't talk up, when you don't speak up since, where una support for them? The man say wan go Supreme Court, me no dey follow am go. I no dey pay at ten tion because I know wetin go come out of the Supreme Court. But what I understand what he's trying to do, because if anybody had told you that the judges will be this corrupt at the tribunal level, you go doubt am. Because I remember when I said I don't have any trust in the judiciary, people will still come and say, no, the facts are overwhelming. It's not for you to believe in the judiciary. It's to, make sure you have evidence enough so that they will have no way of escape. Oh yeah, not be we see so. Not be the way of escape we see say they play to us recently. Is their way of escape. Me no fit trust the judiciary. So wetin happen that day, I'm not shocked. Me vex, my own anger was towards the Nigerians on ground.
when they sit down fold their hand not do anything, na that one dey vex me until I see action. I'm not going to give it too much of my time. I'm not going to give it too much of my time at all. You know, people need to understand that, look, at the end of the day, how do I want my life to be? Things are getting worse. Nigeria has finally been sunk like the Titanic. Nigeria is gone. So anybody, and my own is, they should release all the criminals in prison. They should release them because their offense not do. Most of themselves that are in prisons today, they didn't do anything. They not do anything. They just carry them, lock them up for them because they not get anybody when they can't bail them out. Make dem release prison. Dis man wey hush puppy when they make dem release am. If hush puppy come back to Nigeria now, make e come be president. That's what it is. That is what it is. You understand? And the funny thing is that the people that are supporting this Agbado, they are the ones that will suffer the most. Do you understand? They are the ones begging for food. They are the ones begging for money. They are the ones begging for accommodation. All of them beg na their lifestyle. They go beg for everything for their life. Beggars. Na im many pass. Begging. Every corner they go, they are begging. Inside the house, they are begging. Outside, they are begging. Their career na begging. Eh? Do you understand? Their career na begging. Oh my God. Ah, brother, abeg o. You can play the video, make we lis ten to am together.
Mozu Magaji joining us this morning. He is an APC national stakeholder. He was also a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council for 2019, and he's an engineer. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today on the program.
Good morning to all of you there in Lagos.
I know all of over there in Abuja. She's here with us, so she'll be getting questions from here. Okay, but taking a look at what is playing out, I mean, looking at that report just played, several questions, but chief of which for some people will be, in spite of all that is going on, does it come across to you as though anyone is listening or doing something about what's going on? Because it keeps increasing almost on a regular basis.
Well, thank you very much, Hamlin. It comes to me as the system is being overwhelmed, unfortunately. And I think that report is very saddening because to hear citizens basically resigning to their fate in their own country, basically expecting death coming to them anytime, it's very unfortunate. I mean, the whole essence of the state is to protect the lives and the property of people, the citizens. I mean, to see Niger State, to think that Niger State is basically a stone throw from the capital is to say the least, very, very disheartening. It's honestly, as I was watching the report and also all the other issues coming across the country, I really feel like we've come to a crossroad where honestly we have to evaluate our status as a government and also as a nation. This situation we're in is beyond politics. It's just about the ability of the whole country to stand on its feet and defend its citizens. And honestly, every suggestion, every help, every means that is necessary to safeguard the citizens' lives is welcomed. And at this stage, I would like to honestly urge our administration under President Muhammadu Buhari to have an open mind in what solution will solve this problem. The citizens have given us mandate, and we've exercised that mandate for 6 years now. This is May, and therefore we are in the half term of the second term of this administration. If we do an appraisal, we will safely say that at this point, we should be counting our gains. But unfortunately, we are in fear, we are frustrated, and we're getting to a point where we're losing faith in our own nation. So I will say that this is a very, very important point to reflect and understand that the mandate given to us is for a purpose. And that purpose, the first most important part of that purpose is to safeguard citizens' life. But it's sad that we are not even counting gains of development, economic prosperity. You know, all the things going on now with the infrastructure development has been overwhelmed and overshadowed by our desire to exist safely in our own country. And I think at this point, it's very important to say that Nigerians should work closely with the administration, pray, because we are beyond a point where we will point fingers now. We will just
But
basically manage this transition to a successful
onlookers,
2023
my
so
apologies.
that we have another administration.
Those looking from outside may not exactly understand how it is that the authorities can't seem to place a lead on all of this that are playing out. But within the party, the leadership, the group, I mean, they expect you to have conversations and talk to yourselves frankly behind the cameras. Do these kind of conversations actually go on? Do they have a clear picture of what Nigerians feel and what is really going on?
We have said a lot about the internal mechanisms of our administration's dynamics. One thing I do know is that the presidents have a consultation forum with the party, with the National Assembly, and with other major stakeholders in the polity. What I do not know is what is it that has been discussed? Because if the party, as an arm of the democratic success of the administration, represent the people, I mean, have every single presence in all the wards, in all the corners of the country, then the party should bring a feedback to Mr. President on what is happening in this country. We do before we know exactly what is happening. This is just the party. I mean, the National Assembly have representations from all constituencies in this country. The National Assembly also represent us. And therefore, in that forum, I expected that feedback will be given to Mr. President and the Federal Executive Council on the state of the nation. And not only that, at the disposal of Mr. President are very important arms and agencies of the government. And therefore, we do not have to wait to hear this news from newspapers or social media. Intelligence, security architecture, policing, the military, and other paramilitary agencies are all there to actually have their ear to the ground and monitor what is going on. That is why I used the word overwhelmed at the beginning of my discussion. I feel that, honestly, whatever it is that we are doing, it's not working effectively because we are losing people and we are losing lives. And beyond that, we are losing our respect as a nation, not only in Africa, but all over the world. Countries around us that have stabilized their system and democracy and are growing, we always mention Ghana, for example, in our neighborhood, or Rwanda, or Kenya. In Africa, these are countries that are making good progress, and the leadership has succeeded in stabilizing the country, securing the citizens, and growing their economy and bringing about development. Yes, Mr. President get his respect all over the world as an individual. And I always want to say this, that as an individual, we have a very credible president. But as a leader, the president needs to do a lot more to transfer that credibility to the leadership of his government. Because at the moment, citizens are losing confidence in the way this country is being run. Unfortunately, it's leading to undemocratic activities, calls, and aspirations. And I want to say this very clearly. There is no alternative to democracy because the foundation of this government, the foundation of this country is been rooted in a peaceful transition and transfer of power. Yes, we can be frustrated. We can be so much in a situation where we start losing confidence in the system. But the system itself works because it works for many other countries, and it has worked for this country. I want to say clearly that we should desist from any undemocratic act that will truncate this journey, a journey that has earned Nigeria praise all over the world, that has made us a shining light in democratic transfer of power and transition in Africa. We should sustain that. Yes, we have a problem. The way out of this problem is to organize ourselves, coordinate ourselves, and look for credible alternatives when 2023 comes. But before then, we need to put our heads together to help Mr. President and this administration to solve this very, very myriad of problems. And the government itself need to honestly listen more, come down from high horses, and basically identify expertise. Every single challenge in human life have a solution. The problem is who provide that solution and who think he has that solution. Expertise everywhere in the world is what solves problem. I think it is important that Mr. President identify expertise, not only within the security, but within the social framework and the architecture of government to help basically provide relief to citizens. This insecurity is multidimensional. We have cried and cried regarding the service chips. We now have new service chips. The security has taken completely new dimension that citizens are now being picked from their homes and ransom is being negotiated and given. The more money you pumped into this problem, the more problem you harvest. So we need to sit down and think differently. Honestly, it is going to define, unfortunately, the legacy of Mr. President. And Mr. President came in as a general. We voted for him.
If you can hear me, Mr. Magaji, two things I'd like you to quickly address here. The first, you talked about the system being overwhelmed. Some people might say that the system doesn't look like it's overwhelmed. It does look like, they have an idea of what is going on. And then the second about getting, more people to profile solutions. Just a few days ago, we saw the People's Democratic Party saying, we're shelving politics. We understand that this threat is existential and we would like to shelve politics and we would like to sit at a table and see how it is that we can come up with solutions. That doesn't seem to have been received very well. But let me quickly give an instance where a part of the system keeps warning people who wish to create anarchy or who want to create anarchy in the system. The DSS recently released a statement saying they would no longer tolerate those whose aim was to throw the country into anarchy. They affirmed their unambiguous support to an indivisible, indissoluble, and united Nigerian state in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. Should we really be getting threats like this or warnings like this at this stage? Or should we be seeing action? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the DSS are doing their job. They're supposed to safeguard the system. But the problem is DSS should reflect on what is the cause of these agitations. I mean, we're in a political democracy. When DSS issued a warning is because people are agitating for something. The question is why and what is that something? At the moment, like you have rightly said, I am very glad that both organizations that represent ethnic nationalities or religious bodies, and even the opposition political parties, have come out to say that, look, our suggestion is intentionally made as stakeholders. Is not meant to adopt an undemocratic means of truncating power or this process. And that has been made clear, which means we are now back to the suggestion of putting our heads together to get to the solution. When DSS said that we will not tolerate any act of anarchy, it's true that anarchy is not good for the country. But what they are not actually recognizing is what are the causative and elements that resulted in people going to these extreme views that are basically broaching on the sovereignty of the states, on the integrity of governance, and also on the existence of our party in power. We should honestly work very closely with representatives of people, like I said, the National Assembly, the Executive Council, and the architecture of security to address a very serious issue. My fear is simple. The more we push back on the desire of people to live peacefully in their own country, the more we get reaction. I mean, in engineering, we always say action and reaction are equal and opposite. But in politics, it could be opposite, but it doesn't come equally. It can come in a different and more magnitude. So I will say that, honestly, we need to face the social problems first before we deploy the forces and the warnings. The social problems is very simple. We are here talking about just our existence in a country that is ours, just our survival in a country that is ours, just our peace, just our.
Well, what's his name? Is it Kenny or what? Ekene? He now happen to have the same name as my brother. Listen, Ekene APC Bishop, as your name represents. If you cannot use your words maturely as you should, hmm, you don't have to type, you don't have to make any comments. There's so many channels on YouTube. You can go and listen to that channel. Why are you so miffed? If what we're talking about is bothering you, why are you so miffed? Why are you not celebrating since it's your president that is your president that has stolen mandate? Why are you not enjoying? Why are you not having a celebration? Why are you come here to talk and insult people? Don't you people know how to have conversations without insulting? Why is it that it is the lowest of the low of you people that this party, this APC people, you people are just the lowest, you're vile, you're below the animal kingdom. Those are the kind of people that you are. You don't know how to talk like a human being. You only respond like a worse than an animal. Because animals have where they draw the line. The people they don't associate with. The animals they don't associate with. But you guys are the lowest of the low. You are beyond the barrel. You are beyond the ground. What is your problem? You should be celebrating and having a party back to back. What are you doing on people's lives? Insulting people, insulting yourself and your generation. Be like say na you no know wetin una no know wetin una use una hand buy. Una no know. Una go see am very soon. But you know what? You can't come to my life and insult people, okay? So you don't have to be here. I don't know why I don't know what you're doing here. You understand? You don't have to be here. Find somewhere else to go. Since you don't want to act like a human being, you want to act like an animal. Hmm? Go somewhere else and gather with your fellow animals to engage and be having abusive matches with each other. Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? You people should be having a blast. You should be having a party after party. What are you still doing in people's lives? Shebi you people, you say you are the ones in Aso Rock. As if that they can't go anywhere. Eh? Now they Aso Rock. Wetin you come dey do for here? Why you dey come? Why you dey bother? What's your problem? Hmm. Oh my God, these people. You change your name to Igbo name so that they go say, oh, na Igbo person. Oh, una no get home training. None of una get home training. Something they do in their head. Hmm? Now vile, so vile, gutter people, gutter. Now na be gutter human beings.
Our
They shame.
environment to do
Una go learn.
business,
Don't
to
worry.
cater
Something
for
go
our family.
touch you. Go
Are
still
we
touch
asking for too much? Is the country demanding too much from leaders we have elected? We need to be accountable to the citizens. We need to have responsibility. The whole essence of this foundation is the Constitution. The Constitution guarantees basic right to citizens, and citizens are asking for that right. So therefore, I think the pushback should be carefully looked at so that we don't push people off the grid and then we get into the same anarchy we are trying to prevent.
Mr. Magaji, one of the things that you have said indicates quite a number of interventions that need to be deployed. But you cited some things that suggested perhaps political solutions. Now, you are not unaware, Mahapo mentioned it a little earlier, that a particular section of the political class have been talking about us all coming together to have conversations. The problem for me is not coming together. The problem is the process. How do we engage ourselves if we can't find a way to have these kinds of conversations? Let's even begin from there. There is the National Assembly, and then there are people who are, and it's, of course, a good number of, at least the APC and the PDP are dominant parties in the National Assembly. Do you see a role, a political role for the National Assembly in stemming this tide?
This is a very important discussion, because at the root of most of the problems we are facing, or we always go back to it, is when we are challenged as a nation, we tend to resurface in agitation for a different political structure and solution. I am honestly convinced that this country needs to be looked at again. The structure of the country is designed in such a way that we accuse each other and no one is better off.
Pay attention to this. This is where I agree with this man. This is my stand right now. This is my stand about Nigeria right now.
I think, like you rightly pointed out, the question is, what is the constitutional process that can lead us to amicably and peacefully sit down and tell ourselves the honest truth? And the honest truth to me is simple, that we can accuse each other, we can point fingers. The question is, who is actually better off? I'm a northerner, I'm from Kano State. And I have been accused by colleagues and brothers in a very civil political discussion of dominating the polity, dominating the economy, and dominating the security. So I asked the question, if I dominate the polity, I have the president. Yes, I have the executive council and appointees that are constitutional, just like every other state. But what is my economic situation? And what is my security situation today? So the question is it working for me if I dominate somebody? It's not. The question is, look at all the indices of development. The North today is actually worse off. Security, education, prosperity, development, I don't know. What have you? The North is not very well positioned. In fact, other parts of the country that have been pushed off in opposition space have managed to organize themselves into a survival mode and come up with a credible economic and development model. So I will say to you that, look, I think this country needs to be reviewed, and I think need to be fairly and equitably structured. I've always advocated for what I call development federalism. Development federalism, in my view, is a consensus by the 6 regions and Abuja to create a development template over time and devolve power gradually to the regions and to the states. The truth of the matter is, we all need to go back to our states. If all the states are working, the federation will be working, because development is not in isolation. Everyone.
Bam. I support. You see everything when this man they talk, I support. I think that this is the only way that Nigeria will work. Let's continue.
Where you go is either a local government or the state. So if you devolve power to the local government and to the states, and then create an economic investment template in the form of development federalism, which basically bring the potential of South-South to be an oil and gas hub in Africa, we will stop importing petroleum products. We will stop importing things that we should be exporting, and we will become net exporters of that product. The Southeast, we all know, are very ingenious people with technology, manufacturing, and trading. Please, let us invest heavily. Let us leverage on our resources to and raise the capital to invest heavily in manufacturing so that we don't import things from India. We don't import things from China. We import and we produce these things we need for agriculture and for our transportation and other industrial machinery in the East. It's doable. I've been to Newi, I've been to the industrial hub of Aba. I have seen what the East can do. We will be proud to say, made in Aba, produced in Aba, made in Nigeria. And we will all be proud citizens. And the economy of the East will be a net contributor to the center. The same thing with the Southwest. Southwest dominantly is a manufacturing and marine economy. Singapore is exactly like that. And therefore, if we develop the marine economy, the ports, and the manufacturing base of the Southwest, we will be net exporters of goods and services and service providers in marine. And therefore, the Southwest economy will become net contributor. If you take the three regions of the North, Central, East, and West, and you take the three countries of Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam, our economy is almost the same thing. So, and these countries are booming individually. If you invest today in these regions, in agriculture, agro-processing, and organized market with the standards for exports, standard for feeding Africa, we're even lucky that the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is in effect. We have the whole of African market to ourselves and the world. We will be one of the richest regional zones in Nigeria. Therefore, the North will now become net contributor to the center. And Abuja can maintain our sovereignty, can maintain our identity, can maintain our defense, can maintain our currency, and we raise the flag. Now I am saying honestly, the structure of this country is not working. I don't want to be accused even when I am suffering. I want my people to wake up and rise up and feel proud, just like every other Nigerian will feel proud when that sense of ownership is created. We should review. After all, the amalgamation has expired and the constitution is to be reviewed by the National Assembly. So the question is, what is the process? Now there are three different dynamics going on. The first one is the National Assembly has set up a very, very credible committee reviewing constitution. The question is, can they change Nigeria to a point where they can change them? Such that the structure can say, we don't want two bodies in the National Assembly. Can they do it? We want to save cost and have only one unicameral body. Can they do it? So can they meet the aspiration of this change? Waking up to create a platform for this constitution. And the third one is the one we don't want. It's eruption, it's anarchy. And that is important. And when you mention that DSS is talking about anarchy, I get very worried because we're almost there already. That citizens are advocating for change in an undemocratic way is not where we want to be. So the government of today should actually honestly review its position, and the National Assembly, as I said, with the political parties, both PDP and APC as the major parties and other parties, to sit down and say, how do we do this peacefully? We all love each other. We all are Nigerians. We all respect each other. At individual level, we all have friends across the whole country. And honestly, everybody wants to have a giant, functional, proud country called Nigeria in Africa. Not only Nigerians, the whole black are looking up to us. We are better up together, but we need to have a functional structure.
But we'll be back in just a moment and get some other matters, albeit seeking a solution. We're back in a moment. Stay with us.
My name's Chad.
Welcome back. Well, Mazu Magaji is an APC national stakeholder. He was a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council for 2019. Well, the views that you've expressed, there's so many who they say resonates with them at the moment, just reading through several comments. But the thing is, if there are several other people up north who have views such as yours, then they ask natural questions. So why are you not speaking up? Are they actually talking to the presidency to understand that, look, this is what people hear, this is what people feel, this is what people think should go on if we need to pull together as one?
Well, I think, honestly, this is a process. This is an evolutionary process for us in the North. You know, I mean, decades back, if I sit down here and say to you that I want this country restructured, if I go back to Kano, I probably will be, stoned or harassed. But I can tell you now that the reality of the country's structure is down on everybody, that it's not workable. And this is one of the factors that made us realize all of that. We used to think that it is about getting a super leader, a credible leader that can move this country forward. And we actually bask in the Europea of, oh, he is our president. And I think in history of this country, there was never an individual, and there still has not, we haven't had one, that has enjoyed the support of the ordinary people, that has raised the hope of everybody, that has the credibility to say that his individual credibility will rub on the country leadership than President Muhammadu Buhari. And the North rooted for him for decades and spent money and time and invested so much in his becoming the president of this country. Today, we're discussing all the challenges the country is facing under the same President Muhammadu Buhari. So we are coming to the realization that it's not about individuals now. It's about the system. It's about the fact that the system is cobbled in such a way that there is what I will call a pull him down syndrome. There is internal squabbles for power and positions. There are forces working counterproductively for the way the country moves forward. And all of those forces emanates from those regional dynamics. The sense, real or otherwise, of marginalization, the sense of domination, the sense of opportunity and patronage is skewed to one part of the country or one ethnic groups. And all of these perceptions are becoming reality in our life. Reality in the sense that there are examples we can show. Another most important thing was that the president was perceived to be, like we said, a general, but also a very, very credible anti-corruption crusader. He has stated this, he has demonstrated this, he has lived this. And now we are witnessing that the system can actually leak and can invite people who can actually be marauders that can wreak havoc on the system. Unfortunately, the president's capacity and individual integrity did not stop all of that. So we are coming to a point where we are saying, you know what? It's not working anymore. And I'm not alone in this. I can assure you.
Are you making excuses? Are you making excuses for the president? Because there's people who will say that he hasn't quite exercised fully the position or the powers that his office bequeaths on him. So, for instance, you talk about agitations. The people who have talked about appointments, for instance, how the appointments the president has made is not reflective of the diversity of the country. I mean, when you look at the ethnic groupings, for instance, that's one. Even women complain about how they have not been sufficiently represented in the president's cabinet. Let's even take the cabinet, or not to now talk of the government in general. So has the president exercised to the full extent the credibility that he brought on board, the powers that his office bestows on him? Have we fully explored that first? The fact that, oftentimes things happen, we don't get to hear consequences. Cabinet reshuffling hasn't exactly taken place. I could see in other administrations, not that they yielded much fruit, but at least it would seem that there was some consequence if there were any reportage for, misdemeanor.
I think this is the part that I wanted us to listen to. They've already played it, which is the restructuring part of it. Like I said, somebody left me a comment and was saying, that they're happy that I've decided to move forward with this. One thing that you guys must understand, I can't give up on Nigeria itself, which is why I say I'm waiting for the citizens, the Nigerians on ground to do the needful. I know why I say I'm waiting for that. We can't be fighting, right? We can't be clamoring for change, and sensitizing people and not have any movement on ground. That's very important. We can't. And for me, I can't give up on Nigeria because Nigeria is my country. It's gonna always be my first and loved country. It will remain that. That doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about the ills that are going on. I'm not going to address the issues. My stance now is different from before. Restructuring is the way forward. Whoever is coming in needs to understand that. Of course, we don't expect anything from this man because there's no way you can use a stolen, something that you steal, you can't use it well because you don't have the vision. There's nothing that you have to offer the people, right? So there's nothing you can do. You can't do any. You are visionless, you are blind, you are deaf, you are dumb. Once you steal, everything is dead about that person. So I don't expect anything from here. I want the citizens on ground to do the needful. But am I going to speak on the ills? Absolutely. Am I going to discuss? I will discuss about my country because it is mine. I will talk about it. Will I stop talking about the fact that is the Bala Blue is still there? Absolutely not. I'm not going to stop talking about it. But my I have changed my stance. I was standing for one Nigeria, but it is clear that it is only favoring a few people while the rest of the people are suffering. You understand? So that's that. Ekene APC Bishop, like you call yourself. You come into my studio, you think I have your time. I don't know what is wrong with these people. To be honest, to be honest with you people are the ones that won election. You people are the ones crying at the same time. You're hopping from one life to the other. When your mates are supposed to be celebrating, I expect to dey see champagne dey pop, parties here and there. You people will be doing parties on live stream, parties on the ground. Una candidate win, people dey mourn. Please make it make sense. Here you are in my life. You have spanned my comment section. Now you enter my studio. What do you want to tell me that is sensible? You people don't know how to have conversation. You talk, animals are even better than you. Because all you do, you're vile in your speech, you're vile in your attitude. You guys have zero vision. You guys are the dumbest. What will I possibly have to discuss with you? You are here on my life, you are here in my studio, and you are leaving me private chat. Talk about spineless people. What are you doing here? I no understand. So make me and you come dey get. I cannot have conversations with people who are incapable of reasoning. Your comments in my comment section already prove the kind of person you are. Why will I want to waste my breath on you? Why? You don't have anything in your head. All you people do is go from life to life. All you do is curse, insult, agberoism. That's your lifestyle. Everybody, see, none of you have you. It's not only you people that can be crazy. It's not only you people. When the craze come, the question is, can you stand the craze? You can talk, you can make mouth talk, blah, 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 blah. But when the kasala bursts, can you stand it? And you are here, you are in the obodo. You are coming here to make noise. Are you not supposed to be in Nigeria that you love so much? That your president is running the show? Are you not supposed to be there? What are you doing in the obodo? You are supposed to pack your load and go back to Nigeria and go and live in the country that your so-called Bala Blue is running right now. Eh? Well, you go na back studio you go remain. Anything wey you wan write am for private chat. I no get una time. Una too below, una binti, ẹ ti kéré jù. You are small small, you are invisible. Sand better pass you. So Why will I give you the attention? Thunder when e go fire una, you see the thunder when e go land for una domot, una no go see mouth take talk. Una dey come here come, wetin una dey come find? Una dey hop go comot for dis life go another person life, go another. No be everybody get una time. Me, I no get una time. Some pipo fit accommodate una. Me, point blank, I no get una time. I will not give you the time of day nor the air to talk the bala blue that you want to talk about. Nonsense, stupid people. See am, look at him, look at him. You don't have work to do. That's what you people do. You hop from life to life. Go and celebrate your bala blue. You won't celebrate. Bala blue enter, everybody dey mourn. Nigeria has been in mourning for the past how many? For the past 1 year, almost 1 year. Abeg, go sit down, go and do something with your life. You no have time. Don't come here and come and be trying to get attention. You and who? Love of God is my strength. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Truly, truly. Thank you so much. God will bless you, my brother. I really appreciate you. Thank you. You understand? Exactly. Yeah. I'm telling you, hypocrisy. Na now their eye dey clear now. Na now their eye dey clear. My own na restructuring I stand on. Anybody that's clamoring for their own, I support. I can't even, because that country the way it is not working. I'm sorry, it's not. It doesn't even matter. The truth is, it doesn't matter who becomes president. It's going to be the only person that would have made, at least you would have been able to have the conversation with, is Peter Obi. When they thief im mandate, they think say we know dey see. Greetings, Nelly. Welcome, my darling. Welcome. Thank you. My sister. I no get choice. I know say person quickly come my comment section tell me say, thank you, say you don reconsider. I want you, once you are Nigerian, you are Nigerian. E dey DNA, you can't undo it. You understand? And me na, I only like to start. I no fit stand for evil. I no fit see bad thing call am good. I no fit. E no dey my nature. You understand? Even though I throw my hands up, yes. Was I disappointed in Nigerians? Yes. Did I expect what came out of the judiciary? Yes. But that does not mean that in spite of the evil, I'll be silent. No, I won't. I will still come here and talk about it. I will. My stance has changed. I'm now for restructuring. The system cannot work. And my own is, if it doesn't work for all of us, let the system crash. The people when thief, they don't get peace of mind. They run up and down. Now you thief something, now you still not get peace of mind. You no fit get peace of mind. They expect say we go quiet. We no go quiet. That una no go chop that food belle full. Laye, if una dey sleep, una go dey see us for dream. Una dey wake up, na us una go dey wake up to. Shebi una say una sabi thief. We dey here. Exactly. The fruit of looting no dey taste good o, my people. You see the evidence with this guy hopping up and down the place. Yeah, we're having a funeral service on your behalf, on your agbado stolen mandate. That's what we're having it on. Useless people, nincompoops. Eh? Dumb people na full na be APC. Only dumb people when their brain don yoro, when their brain nothing dey, na sawdust full na be APC. God forbid. No sense, no vision, nothing. Blind people up and down. Exactly, my sister. See the rating when Nigerian news get now, it go crash because none of them do the work. They are all bought over people. God forbid. People wey no fit stand for truth. That one na people. Abeg you. No, I no give am time o. At ten tion seeker me. Abeg, I no get time for dirty people. Why would I give my time to such people? Useless people. Yeah, absolutely. It's their way. All they do, they be jumping, ranting from one life to the other. I have my sister, I don't block her mode. The guy they show up with different different accounts. I don't understand. That's how jobless these people are. Do you know how many times I've blocked his comments? I've blocked the guy keeps coming back. This is how crazy they are. This is how crazy they are. One Kobo party, bat idiots. I'm telling you, it's a mistake of nature. Ekene APC, you hear am? You're a mistake of nature. Cheap tricks. I'm telling you. He's an agbero. Fake Kene. Fake Ekene. Eh? They run up and down like headless chicken. They look for who go give them attention. Their money don't finish. Then they look for the then they look for attention. They look for attention up and down. Useless people. Dumb, 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 dunce. Dunce. Na im full that full APC. Dunce people. God forbid. Eh? Yeah, they are. They run to and fro because they are miserable, bitter, and regretting their useless. They can't even celebrate. I've never seen that kind of thing before. They can't even celebrate. You say you win, everybody is in mourning in the nation. That must be the funniest thing ever. Eh? I'm telling you, we don't go to their spaces. We don't have time, my girl. We got integrity. We know what we're doing. We're focused. We're decent human beings. These people they are vile human beings. Eh? They are worse than animals. They do not deserve to live amongst human beings. These ones. I beg you. Eh, useless people. You think I will give you time coming to my panel? Bastard. You and your father. So my people, now that video I say make I bring come, I've been thinking about am like restructuring is the way, man. There's nothing anybody can say. Restructuring is the way. It's a waste of time, for us to have, because you have to understand how Nigeria came to be. It was a business. It was created as a business. Do you understand? That's what it was created as a business. So imagine now everybody's trying to, do as though the country is it's not going to work. The way it is, it's not going to work. It's so messed up. The country has finally it don't sink, enter ground. Pata pata. Nigeria don't die. I'm telling you, there's Nigeria has ceased to exist. They've destroyed the constitution. Every system has merged into one. There's only one system now because the executive and legislative arm of government is going to do what the judiciary and the judiciary and the legislative arm of government will do the bidding of the executive. That's what it means now. So that's no longer a country. It's dead. It's gone. So let's not pretend. This is me. I've been thinking about it, and this is me. This is my stance right now. And they will not hear the last of it. Dat thing wey dey thief, dem no go fit enjoy am. They can never have peace. No peace to them. They will never have peace. Dem no go sit down for there's no everywhere they go, they will dey look their back. They will be looking behind them everywhere they go. That's how it's going to be, because when you steal something that doesn't belong to you, na so you no go fit use am well well because you dey fear make the person no catch you with am. They will not know peace. I'm telling you, they can't know peace. Don't you see them hopping from life to life? Hopping all over the place. See them on Twitter spaces. They are coming to come and vomit their bile. And as they come, na so that they obedience they destroy, demolish them. These people, they are not human beings. They are worse than animals. They do not deserve to be amongst human beings. These are the kind of people that you banish forever. I'm telling you, if the country is not going to work for everybody, let it crash. I'm waiting. My eyes are fixed on Nigerians. Because Nigerians, the well-meaning Nigerians, not the few ones who, the dumber and dumbest ones. The well-meaning Nigerians, those are the people I'm waiting for to see what they're gonna do. Because we cannot let this slide. We can't. Everybody needs to go their own way. If it's not going to work for everybody, let everybody go their own way. That is it. Let everybody go their own way. There's no need. Let Agbado, Baba Blue, let him go and rule over his own people. They should form their own somewhere and go and be running their show there. Demonic people. Stomach infrastructure members, they are complaining. Why would they complain? I said that once they hear somebody doing giveaway on Twitter, all of them will rush there. They'll be dropping their account numbers. I'm telling you, Almajiris, na APC people be Almajiris. They wait on their legs and on their legs and hands for people to feed them, for trickle down cents and pennies. Eh? Nothing but sorrow. I'm telling you, Kenny, all the money they collected, nothing but sorrow. And yes. Hey, Neka, my darling, welcome. Good to see you. Eh? Lost. He's lost. He's lost, oh. He's lost on YouTube street. Tell him to go and find his fellow Agbadorians, his fellow Baba Blues. He's busy coming here because guess what? Obedience makes sense. Obedience are the life, they are the truth, they are the light, they shine everywhere. So these mosquitoes, cockroaches, that they look for where they can come and dump their poison. That's all they are looking for. So when they see light, now so they go, they run, they come. That's what's going on with them. Useless people. See this one. Look at him, Ekene. You are still here wasting your time. I thought it's your party that won. Why are you people not celebrating? That is the question. Why is there no party after party? Eh? You people are just running up and down the place. Why is there no me? I expect people to be popping champagne, popping champagne. Eh? You people will be popping champagne, they'll be say, hey, oh, so, you will say, look at them, oh, they are just jollofing, they are enjoying. No, you are here. Eh? You are here wasting, running your poisonous mouth up and down the place. Eh? I beg you. I sit down and look the monkey business. You. We no get your time. Now they look for relevance. We no get on our time. The worshiping, I'm telling you that they worship the guy, not be small, Baba Blue. That they worship the man. I'm telling you, absolutely none. Devoid of a moral they don't even know what moral compass mean. Eh? It will torture them, oh, very soon. Now, guess what? Now them e go hit pass. That's the funny part of it all. Dis kind people, now them those kind of things go hit pass. They run up and down. Okay, your man is there. What are you doing in my life now? What are you doing here? What are you doing in other people's faces and lives? Go and enjoy now. Go and enjoy. You are here jumping up and down. You are running up, looking for relevance, looking for who will give you airtime. Oh, you and whatever it is you want to say perish with you. Nobody has your time. So my people, back to the subject at hand and ignore this nincompoop wasting his life away here, you know. So my people, that's my own stance in Nigeria is restructuring. That's where I stand right now. Give us our mandate. Welcome, oh, greetings, my brother.
Oh my yeah, oh my yeah, oh my yeah, oh my yeah. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Good to have you. Thanks for
My
stopping by.
sister, whatever they like, may they do. Whatever they like, may they not do. I am very, very sure. We still have our joy, we have our sanity, we have our peace because we have God and then we have a man. in Mr. Peter Gregory Obi Diokute, one of Nigeria. Obedient all over the world, many Nigerians all over the world. Let's put behind us what happened on Wednesday. Let's look forward to Supreme Court. Let's continue to open the curtains to see and to reveal, one, the evil people, two, the evil families, three, the evil generation, four, the evil nation that is dwelling in Nigeria. Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, I know you may be listening to us. You have done us well. Honestly, listening to you, following you to this point, I just find peace. I find joy. I have learned. I continue to learn. I will not give up on this mandate. I will not give up on you, on Nigeria. Nigeria is a project that must be born. We are here with you. We continue with you. All the way to Supreme Court. Let us go and hear what Ariwola will tell us. Let us see. I know that he had a statement some times ago about constitution. Let us go and try Ariwola and see if he's standing for our constitution and our nation, or he's going to stand for Agbado and the Agbadorians. Omoye, thank you for all that you do. You guys created a sanctuary where people can come and hear air their voices and opinion, and then also get their sanity in place. Thank you very much. I am here. We'll continue to speak. I am a Yoruba boy, proud Yoruba man, but I am a Nigerian. I am a Nigerian first before any tribe, so leave away tribe. I am with Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, the man that has said, go everywhere. If you can find anything against me, bring it, and I will not contest again. The only corruption of Peter Obi against this evil apparition is that he did not steal money. That's the only corruption of Peter Obi. We continue to pray for you, sir. We continue to be with you, and these many wonderful channels that stand for the truth. Omoye, you don't know how much good we have done to Nigerians. Only if you and Mr. Elvis and other people can understand that some years to come, your name will be written in gold. You will understand. But thank you very much, my sister. I am bubbling with joy because Nigeria is gonna get better. It's gonna get better. We may have said some things because of what we've seen, but we continue to follow Mr. Peter Gregory. Let's go to Supreme Court. Let's go unveil the curtain there, and let's see what it will do. Thank you very much, my sister.
Thank you very much, my brother. Give us our mandate. Thank you, thank you. I mean, whatever Peter Obi wants to do, you know, the man is very smart. He knows exactly what he's doing. I'm not gonna knock him for wanting to go through with it, because when I think about the process and how he moved from, his campaign and then the tribunal, he has exposed the rot in the system. Nobody now, no Nigerian now can come out and say, oh well, you know, this rot in the system is being exposed globally. So Nigerians cannot pretend, well-meaning Nigerians cannot pretend that they don't know how rotten the system is. Peter Obi single-handedly exposed how rotten the system. That is why this man is not giving up and saying that he's going to go to the Supreme Court, because he wants to expose the Supreme Court again. This is what it's
And
about.
Miss Omoye, sorry to
Mhm.
interject. You grew
Mhm.
up in Ibadan.
Yeah,
This is what Yoruba will call Ejeka Shisho Loju
exactly. Exactly. You
Egun.
understand? You're cutting off. Oh, give us a mandate.
He
We
has
we can't hear
that
you. Give us a mandate. You're breaking up.
people behind tribe are the tsunami.
Yes, I can hear you now. Uh-huh.
Okay, so we now know that Tsunami, Bolaji, Ugo, and others, they are not only lawyers to APC, they are card
Exactly.
carrying members of APC. They
Exactly.
spoke with anger. Who born Peter Obi to come and man. We now know
Exactly.
the families and generation
Uh-huh.
that is
Uh-huh.
behind the fall of our nation. The family of
Exactly.
Tsunami, the family of Bolaji, and the family of Ugu. Let's go to
Exactly.
Supreme Court. Cattle Oshisolojuegu, Ariwola from Oyo State, my own state. We will know if Ariwola is truly for our constitution or for himself and his family and the Agbadorians. Continue your evil. You have gone to
Exactly.
look for investor in India. The ones you went to look for in France, they did not follow you to Nigeria. Continue to deceive yourself. Mona they play very soon. Una go understand. Enyomo Agbado, Enyi crumbs eater and ass liquor of Lagos State. Continue. Enyi begiri eater of Oyo State. Continue. Don't worry. Unto kojisiwaju o koseyin selomi. All of us 9 days this whole matter. But we are very sure. Let's go to Supreme Court. Let's follow our principle. Let's see what they want to do. Whether they will tell us in their own opinion, like Tsunami did, or they will tell us according to our constitution that we now have 37 states in Nigeria, but only one does not have a governor and local government and House of Rep. Are you aware of that?
That what?
We have 37 states in Nigeria now,
No, they've made Abuja is 37. I didn't know. I'm
but it
just
doesn't.
finding out. I just found
But
out.
we have 37, but only one does not have governors and local
And
government.
ministers. Yeah. Only one though. Abuja does not have all that the state has. Abuja does not have it. It's now they realize that Abuja is the state. Oh, see problem, no
Oh,
problem.
so where were Tsunami when they created when we said we had 37 states, 36 states? Where was Tsunami when they said it was 36 states?
Ah, so question. Where the
Did they
answer?
went to did they went to school at all? I
I'm
don't
not
understand.
sure. I said, you know what? I won't be surprised if the truth finally hits the fan. We find out that this tsunami man did not even go to school. They just pluck am
I just
from inside in where they rear cattle. Just bring am come. Forge certificate for am. Carry am come. Forge law. They go lie. Say e go law school. Put am there because that man, that tsunami talk like illiterate, babanla. They no talk like who go school at all, at all.
what you said now was what I said on a different platform not quite long. You know, they proved to us that in one state of in another states that all of their lawyers don't have educational qualification.
Yep,
So I won't be surprised if Tsunami, even including Ugo, forget if I say Ugo,
yep,
maybe may have the forget Ugo or even Bolaji, they may just be. And somebody said something that is very very profound. He said the guys that made it to the judge to be judges in Nigeria, if you look at them very well, they are the people that the government employ as lawyers. Now, you can take a clue from Olane Pekun and the other guy now. Do you know they have been made? They said they made one. Is it the chief justice or is it attorney general for something? So all of these evil judges, they are the people that the government employ to do their evil, and then all of a sudden they promote them to either judges. Now, if you look at on Wednesday, Mike Ozakome, my brother from Edo, was just like, What are these guys saying? You are talking to a professor of law. You are delivering judgment to a professor of law. Ah, the guy was just he was just like, what are these guys? No wonder I won't blame him if he slips away. I don't blame Ozakome because there is nothing in what they read. There's no sense. Now, Tsunami said in his own opinion, that means he left our constitution and said in his own opinion, that means Tsunami gave judgment and not justice based on his own opinion and not our constitution. That was what he did. And I don't blame Michael Zakome for just relaxing in the court and saying, you know what, when you finish all of your nonsense, you will give me the judgment, I will go and peruse it, and then we'll head to Supreme Court.
exactly. Let me tell you, I'm not me personally. I don't expect anything good from the judiciary. And just as an aside, all the lawyers, first of all, it's about time for them to pack up all those their dirty wigs and gowns. With due respect to the few, maybe one, three, maybe like five decent ones out of them, carry those dirty wigs and gowns because they look so stupid in them for the whole world to see. Carry all of them, dig hole, put am inside, light am. They no need am, make dem go sew ankara or something, make everybody wear im native attire from where e come
Ankara.
from. I'm telling you, if you come from Akwa Ibom, wear your native attire. If you come from Delta, Niger Delta, wear your attire. You come from West, wear your attire. Come. I'm telling you, if they look so dumb in those wigs and gowns, they look absolutely ridiculous. Honestly.
Omoye, can you give me a reason why they didn't show the faces of the judges? Then
Because
can you
now
tell
they
me a
be
reason?
mumu, they hide their face because they feel say they go come master. They no make the whole world see their face. Mumu, you know say when they show tsunami face, na caricature they draw put for there for people to see. Caricature, they do cartoon of the man put am, but they no wan put him face. Useless people, spineless, they fear as you they fear because they know say wetin they do e wrong. They fear because they know say people go read their body language, go read their lips, go read every they fear. Those people are lily livered people. I said it on my last time. I was expecting the lawyers to march out to defy the court in their numbers. I don't know. For me, this is what I was expecting the lawyers to do. You will file out in your number, defile the court because the court has been defiled. It's been
And
desecrated.
they just prove to us now that there is ignorance in law. There's ignorance
Exactly.
in law because you said the shitty man and Tifnumbu, what they did about double domination was not intentional. Will a criminal tell you their intention, Omoye? If a thief wants to come and rob in somebody's house, will the thief tell you their intention?
For where
You
you
see,
never see
you
where
see
thief go
tsunami.
go rob person go say this is
In
my
fact,
intention here.
in fact, in fact, this guy said it wasn't intentional. That means you now say that you now told the whole world that in Nigeria we now say that there is arrogance, there is ignorance in law. Man, and these guys they will go back home and talk to their children.
Oh
These
yeah,
people are just I don't know.
they gave them,
Man,
they pay them money now. You know say you say they give them 5 million. The tsunami they give
exactly.
them $7 million.
Wow, dollars, and that money will not finish one day.
Allegedly. Oh. Mm.
The money will not finish one day.
And guess what?
Ah,
Oh, ma tell now.
man.
See, the enemies when we get now outside and inside. They get inside collaboration. The money where that money come from now from outside. Now outside,
But
fufunene people, palm color people, when they get interest. Because we need to understand the dynamics of the global politics right now. Niger
but
specifically.
Omoye, in Oyo State, they said Tikule Obakpani, Tode Olepani.
Now,
If
collaboration on shade now because those ones are greedy. Kò one now, belle
because
infrastructure.
because our own people that we think that they reason like we reason, they've now become they are the one that all of a sudden now sell we to the people. So for me, the outsiders, we may say they have their intention, but the people inside, like the Werewike and the Apabiole and the Tifnumbu and the Tsunami and the Shetiman, if these guys don't, if they are like Peter Obi, the outsiders will only speak. They will. Do you know that uranium now in Niger is selling for over 200 pounds? What they used to buy for 80 something cents before, and
200
in the global market,
euro. 200
sorry,
euro.
euro.
Hmm.
But
It,
be,
mhm.
before they buy for some cents and they sell it
80
in the market
cents. Yep.
in fact, so if the debt inside does not kill a man, the one outside cannot kill him. It is our
Exactly.
own people, and that's why this thing must implode from the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing
Background.
must.
Thank you.
And Ozakome told them, and that's what our own lawyer said too. He said it will come to a time if the litigants cannot get justice from the jurisprudence. And he said, I say it with all sense of responsibility. The people will resort to something else. And Ozakome said it too. You will push these people to a point where they are going to implode against you. They are going to implode, and if it happens, it's going to be terrible. The
Hello,
Supreme
Emoye.
Court, well, even though we don't trust them, they can still get their ass together, even if it's on Abuja alone. And then the double nomination that Tsunami now said that there's ignorance in law, those can be reversed. Even though the Tsunami and all of them, they were in Nigeria during the election, they saw what happened. They were not in Singapore, they were not in Kutuwenji, they were in Nigeria. They had, when they were saying in Lagos State, if you won't vote for Tifnumbu, don't come out. They had the story of Machukudi. They saw a lady stabbed in the face. They had the story of 88 people died in the election, and a 19 years old boy died himself in Plateau. They were in Nigeria. And Bolaji was saying that, would they go and look for evidence? Man, let me just let you guys talk. But we can go
Mr.
on, man.
Mr. Give us our mandate. Whoa, Mr. Des, welcome, my brother from another mother. Welcome. Oh.
Hi, Emoye. Hi, give us a mandate. So us in the comment section, everybody. Hi,
Hi, you.
hi. Yes, let me just chip in some few stuff right quick. I know it's been a minute. I came
Yes.
on, but I'm always on the background, on the comment section, listening.
Yeah.
Yes. So from the outsider's perspective, actually it was disappointing that the so-called judges gave those rulings because even if you want to be biased, you have a way you can wrap around it and make sure the other party don't feel aggrieved. But it was so open that you can sense it from the very first ruling, from the double nominations from the APM, I think. That's when I started like, yo, this ain't
Yes,
gonna be
it was it
easy.
was it was it was it was APM. It was APM.
Yes, yes. I said this is not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough because you can feel the anger, like what you guys have been doing, blasting them on social media, giving them no peace, all eyes on the judiciary. So like, okay, now since they're against us, so we too, when we come in to give this verdict, we're gonna be against them. We're gonna speak with vengeance. Like it's tit for tat. And also, I want you guys to note something. If you listen to when we are reading their nonsense, right? If you listen very well, a lot of those people from the APC, a lot of the things they were saying is like a reflection of what was in the ruling. For instance, Keyamo, the last time one of his interview session, what did he say? What did the lawyer from APC say? He said it was Tinubu's account that got, not
Yes.
Tinubu himself.
Exactly.
So you saw
Exactly,
that
exactly.
you saw that in the ruling.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Then another thing again is I remember one time when
But Mr.
Justice
Dex,
Amon.
Mr.
Yes,
Dex,
sir.
can I quickly interject you? Just
Yeah,
make a
please go
statement
ahead,
here.
sir.
That means now, like maybe Amoye, for example, is in the United States, right? And she has a Bank of America account, and she put $460,000 in her account. That means the money in Amoye's account can grow legs and wing and hands, and then go and carry that drug after committing that crime. The money will now change to our green notes, and then go back to Omoye's account, so that way, if they now present Omoye's, maybe present, for example, present me to the judge, and he just oh no, it wasn't give us our money that actually commit the crime. It was his money that actually grow legs and hands, go commit the crime.
Yeah, yeah,
So let's charge this
yeah,
money.
yeah. I'm like, what kind of ruling is this? I was amazed. I was amazed. They were ruling for the 25%. Abuja. Uh, it's it was. I don't know how to express it. I don't know how to express it. Now they're claiming the Labour Party, or the petitioners, did not justify their case. How? I'm not a lawyer. I'm a business student. How? Because I told someone the other day when they were ruling on, said, is it Sumani or Samani or what, the judge, when he was reading something about the polling unit, they did Labour Party, the petitioners didn't come with a polling unit result. I don't know. You live in California, I think. Give us a mandate. You live in Texas or something, right? So if you lay a claim that in Texas, right in Texas or California, I'm um I'm sending a petition that the California, my vote in California or Texas has been altered. Do I need to bring polling unit results, or am I sending petition for the whole state? Just a question.
Say, ask that question again. Sorry, I
Okay.
mhm.
I'm asking Samani, one of the stuff you mentioned that the petitioner did not bring evidence of the polling unit from the state. Yes. So
Yes.
I'm asking now, if you are if you are sending a petition on a case for a whole state,
Mm-hmm.
do you need to bring a polling unit result, or you
No,
just have to bring the result for the whole state
you bring the result from, each polling unit will be compiled, right? But
compiled?
yeah,
Yes.
if you're bringing a state, the polling unit is also involved because it's polling unit by polling unit within that state. So
So
you bring
that's
that
why I
result.
don't.
Yes,
That's what I don't understand.
that's why we're saying that they are not, those people are illiterate. They bought their certificate and they paid for them to be there as Supreme Court justices. Those people do not deserve that positions that they're in.
At all. I have a 5 years old. Right. He can read fluently. I
Mhm.
think he can do a better job than those judges.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
the judges, that I don't know. It it was so embarrassing that it's like they were in class two or class three or somewhat, that they can't even read properly. It might be that's the reason they said, okay, you guys take off the camera off our faces, because they can stand the conviction of people
Yes,
seeing them and see how they're embarrassing themselves.
yes. That is why they can't. They are cowards. They don't want to be. They are afraid. For you not to want to be on camera, it reeks of fear. You are fearful for your life. You don't want the people to see you lie your way through reading that bullshit that he read. That's what it is. So so that the camera, because when people put camera on people, right? Like I remember when they were showing the trial of what's this man's name? The actor.
Donald Trump.
No, not Donald
Okay.
Trump. The actor, the Pirates of the Caribbean. What's his name again?
Um, I
And
forgot his name.
and his wife.
Yes.
Yeah, where they had a divorce trial and stuff like that. You guess what? Everybody's face was on camera. People were able to tell when the woman was smiling, when she was making faces, and when the judge responded, how she responded. Everybody's Johnny Depp. Thank you very much, Annie.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? So
Mm.
these people are they are such cowards, right? And afraid for their lives because they know that what they are doing is wrong. They know. that they are taking the side of evil. They are ashamed, but at the same time, let me tell you why that trial, in my own observations about it, and I didn't spend too much time watching it. I was streaming it live, but I cut it off because I knew where it was going, right? The reason why they're doing this, if you notice, they were insulting Peter Obi the most, the petitioners, especially Peter Obi, emphasis on Peter Obi. They were attacking him, attacking petitioner that brought case. So they were now acting as jury, judge, and everything
Yes.
in the courtroom on behalf of Agbado. They felt like they were coming to embarrass Peter Obi. They were trying to say, some of what they were saying was like, how dare he bring a case to the tribunal, to come and challenge that kind of thing. That's what they were doing. These people, they don't, the outsiders working together with the useless people, so-called politicians in Nigeria, join together because of their interests in the neighboring country and in Nigeria itself, to ensure that these people do their bidding. And these people, because all they think about is their stomach and nobody else, and they themselves, their hands are not clean, they bought their way to the judiciary so that they will not be fully exposed. They had to go with the flow. Not an excuse, but that's how it played out. But in the end, na themselves dey shame, because the whole world could now see how dumb the judiciary in Nigeria is, with their filthy wigs and gowns. Look at all of them sleeping. E be like say dem blow powder for everybody face for the court. Like, go to sleep. Everybody was just sleeping in the courtroom. You see that you read like an amateur, like somebody that has never seen book in your life for 12 freaking hours. People sat through that. That is why I said the protest ought to have started from the judiciary. They have made a joke of the judiciary. They have destroyed it. What you're left to do now, for you as a lawyer saying I disagree with what's going on, you march out en masse. Let what wants to fall fall. You people sat there. They sat there throughout. That's where my own anger came in. It's not me. I expected the judgment that they gave, the verdict. I expected it. But the people, you should have started from the courtroom. What else do you have to lose? Okay, I get it. People will say, well, they need time, they don't want to do it the same way, whatever. That's my take on that.
Okay. Let me mention something else. As you stated that your 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 anger is based on they should have worked out, right? Yeah. I want to disagree a little bit because even though the judges they are doing their madness, but I think those the Anthony's those are they have to respect the the courthouse also. So I think that's where they have to stay back.
What
Okay.
courthouse? What is left of the courthouse, Mr. Des? No, understand where I'm from. What is left? The courthouse has been destroyed already. What courthouse? It has been abused. There's nothing to protect. Don't you understand? You see, every lawyer now that comes to court, it is who has more money that will win. Oh. This it has changed. We don't have a constitution anymore. The legal systems do not work anymore. Nigeria, where people shop for a verdict, if they go to a court in one state, it is not in their favor. They go to another state, it will be in their favor, because they have money or they have their person there. That person will sign and stamp it for them. Yeah, go and do it. Is that not what Pampas did? What judiciary? The system is broken. Judiciary is being destroyed. It has been destroyed. That is where their protest should have started from. I get it. I understand what you're saying. Like they should, it's the body that they, but the body doesn't even exist anymore. With which people? Is it not the people that still make up the body? With which people? We literally witnessed the constitution being destroyed. We just discovered Abuja is another state. 37 states in real time. What system? Anyway, that's my take, Sha. No wahala. Continue, my brother, so that I can come
Okay.
to love. No
All
problem.
right. So I want to make mention of something again. You see, the Anthony's of the LP, Peter Obi, and what's his name? PDP article. You know, it's a shame that they have to face those embarrassments from those judges. How can you how can you fathom that a learned lawyer, Mike, what's his last name? Or Zoko or
Or
Zokome or
comment.
some or Zokome don't know how to prepare his case, don't know how to submit evidences. Dr. Levy, they don't know how to submit evidences. A professor and a doctor of law. That's symbolic. That's symbolic. Uh, I know they will, as Pio has mentioned, they will take it to the Supreme Court and see. I think the Supreme Court now is the last, that's the end point to see whether there is a constitution or not.
There's no need. Me, I'm always say. I mean, like I said,
No.
yeah.
You know
It
why?
shows. It
You know, no, you
shows
know,
rot in the Supreme Court,
no.
and I'm not
Yes,
for it.
yes. You have to you need to take your time to dissect it and so you see it entails. So meaning you have to take your time so you will get the end result of what you want. So now
I understand what
the
Peter Obi is
tribunal
What
has
what are you expecting from the Supreme Court, sir?
no you
exactly.
know listen at this point we're not expecting nothing.
Okay.
Nothing we're not expecting.
I think we
But
have
let's
to be
just go there and
realistic.
see what can they go again on the 25%.
And
What
let
can they
take it
say?
and go. Me, I'm not saying
They are
because I
going to
already
turn it
know.
around. They are going to turn
Yeah,
it around
they're
and
just
say,
going to
"Oh,
summarize what they
we
did. The
said this
tribunal and
before,
let it
but
down.
now we don't think it is anymore." They are going to turn around. We know
Okay,
they've already been
so
doing it.
that's the precedence. They're setting the precedence for the next 20 years, 30 years, for the next Abadoria. They're setting a precedence for them. People that can come and destroy the constitution again. So whatever they're doing now is a precedent for the future. Now it doesn't affect them because they are enjoying it. They are beneficial of it. But tomorrow they will be on the flip side of things. They will be crying also. So for me, let's head to the Supreme Court and see what they think. We're not expecting nothing, but let's continue to naked them and shame them. That's my own take on it.
Right. No, I agree with you, Des. I mean, and I'm in support with Peter Obi doing whatever he needs to do because he already made it clear. I'm not desperate to be president. I'm more interested in the processes. Now, when I think about those statements, there was more to it than what we just read or saw him say. What he's exposing is how rotten the system is because some people are disillusioned. They are, hoping that something magical will happen. It is clear we've been through the tribunal now, and it has been turned on its head. Now we see how decadent it is. It's on to the Supreme Court. Let him take it to his Supreme Court. For me, I'm not expecting anything, so I'm not even going to pay attention to that, to be honest with you. Where I stand right now, my eyes are on the Nigerian people. That's where my eyes are. And I'm standing for restructuring. If it's not going to work for everybody, let the whole system crash. That's where I'm standing on. This is my opinion. Am I in support of Peter Obi? Yes. But anybody that wants to go away, fully supported. One love, welcome, my brother. Greetings, so good morning, long time. How are you?
I know, long time to you guys. I'm good. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I was watching the judgment the other day. I just switched off my TV. I'm like, I'm done with this. This is crap. You know, you see people who are. I mean, let's look at it this way. You you try to twist the constitution to fit your narrative, right? I feel like that is just plain immaturity. Because tomorrow
Exactly.
your party might even win without having 25% Abuja. That is where you're supposed to have, with having 25% Abuja, that is where you're supposed to have the advantage. But now you flip the constitution around because it's definitely trying to serve you. We just ignored everything that was written in the constitution. So you can see clearly that these judges are very immature. They lack competence. They don't know what they are doing. Because it serves them, they try to interpret the law according to their own way. You see? So what is going on?
Bro, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
That what they did was not interpreting the law. That was someone giving them scripts to read.
Exactly.
That was those were not their writings. No, that was script given to them to read.
Yeah, Samani said, in my opinion, I was like, are you serious? In your opinion? Or you're supposed to be reading what is written on the constitution? He said, in my opinion, 25% is not supposed to be blah, blah, blah. I said, in your opinion on what is written in the constitution. You understand?
So, you know what's funny? Can I say something? 30 seconds. I know there was a case between Buhari and Obasanjo, 07 or so, about the constitution. Okay, Samani was quoting all from everywhere, but when it comes to the 25%, they never quoted. Okay. Now this is the reason. Let me back this up with some previous cases as a reference. But he never quoted nothing. He just mentioned, in my opinion. So where were the quotes coming from the other prayers? Go ahead.
Yeah, instead of you to interpret what's written in the constitution, he was using his opinion.
Exactly.
To give us a judgment that is going to affect more than 200 and something million people. You see what is wrong with these guys? After they've taken money from Agbado, they just went there, and I feel like they were berating Labour Party and Obi as if they were talking to their kids, and they were just like pretty much Tinubu's lawyer 2.0. That's what they did.
Yep.
They defended Tinubu throughout the whole 12 hours or 15 hours that they sat there. I'm praying that one of them will get a pulmonary embolism from a blood clot, because they are supposed to be moving, but they sat there and they were reading nonsense. Something that was written out and given to them. That's what they were reading. If you look at their argument regarding 25%, it was clear to me that somebody wrote that judgment to them and have them read it. And don't get me wrong, Kenyamu could be part of those people that wrote the judgment, because
he not be saying, don't get me wrong, it's part of them.
Everything they read out loud was what Kenya. If you go back, I don't know if you can pull up that video. If you go back to where Kenyamu defended that 25% and defended Tinubu's for future on Channels TV, it was exactly what these guys read.
Yes, I remember that interview. That's what I said too. It was he was quoting Kenyamu verbatim.
Bro, I always say everything. If we can go back and look all those videos from the APC Top Guns, right? We'll look all those videos, review those videos. You will definitely see that all what they've been mentioning is what's in the ruling. Everything, nothing changes.
Nothing changed. They just put it all together. They say, hey, that you're in, bring that thing that you said, or that bring it.
Yeah.
The other one, Fashola, was part of it, even though he denied it and is locking up an innocent man. Bring what you said, that one, bring it. Everybody contributed. Keyamo was involved, all of them. The truth will come out now. Now they are coming out and saying that
they wrote that thing.
They wrote it for the judge.
They wrote it and gave it to them. You can tell if you actually wrote something, or if that judgment came out from your heart. Why are you having difficulty reading what you wrote?
Well, that's my question. That's my big question. Why you having difficulty about something you already got? But one thing I want to mention again is that I think this judgment, they started writing this judgment from like 1 or 5 months ago. That's the time they started writing this judgment. From the time evidences started coming in, that's the time they started writing this judgment. This is not a 2 weeks judgment, right? 700 and something pages. No, it's not a 2 weeks. No, they started writing it since as Labour Party, the other petitioners continue to bring their evidences, building up their case. That is time they started writing it, putting time by time together. So when it's time, it was just okay. You guys come and read the transcript for the people, and let's move on, just like that.
Exactly. Because if you look at what happened with INEC when they issued the subpoena for INEC to release the document, INEC refused 3 times, and this stupid judge named Samani could not do anything. And here you are blaming Labour Party for not being able to get record from INEC. INEC disobeyed court order 3 times, and you could not do anything. And now it was Labour Party fault for INEC to disobey court order. And they never even mentioned any of these things. It was trying, you could have gotten this material. There are more than 5 ways you could have gotten this material. Are you serious? So it was really clear that they got some money from Agbado, and they just wanted to go there. I mean, you can see Keyamo and Chetima, they were both laughing in the court because they know what was playing out. They know what was playing out. You know. So
my own be say, see, they've done their own right, but guess what? They are the ones that don't have peace of mind. Their followers are hopping from life to life. Anywhere they hear, somebody left me a comment in one of my comment sections like, so judiciary finally took hand inside you people's eye, right? Somebody said, "No, no, they tire." There are people who are going all over, sharing their comments and jumping on people's lives. They don't have peace. You never see a person go win something, you know they are happy. Nobody is celebrating. Even the Agbado people are not celebrating. Instead, they are busy jumping on life, crying woo, dancing up and down, talking rubbish. They don't even know how to have conversations. They are the lowest of the low people I've ever come across in my entire life.
Imagine even Burkina Faso is threatening us, telling us we should try it because they know our own process was fraudulent. What are
They
you going to tell
should do
them
whatever they
in
like.
Burkina Faso? What are you going to tell them in Niger when you yourself you came into power with
exactly
in a fraudulent way?
They should laugh at they should laugh at Nigerians. And anytime he talks, they should tell him to shut up because they know how he got there. They should. I'm here for that. In fact, I will play the videos. Yes. They should tell him to shut all the way up because they know how he got there. And if they try to threaten those countries should give it to them wotoliciously. I'm here for it. Because the person that is there is not who the people voted for. With the help of the outsiders who have interests in the country and in a neighboring country, they connived to deprive the people of what is truly theirs. So anything when they see for inside, make they collect. My own be say, all these people, if they want to say they want to go and fight, don't go and fight because you go just buy a chicken pie. Your buying will not be honorable at all because the man there is a fraud from A to Z. He's a fraud. Now they are saying that they want to ban Twitter in Nigeria. They've been talking about it. They want to ban Twitter in Nigeria. Who is going to speak for the Nigerians now when Kasala dey boss? They not even the hearing that they say they will televise, they didn't give the people light to watch it. They did not give people light to watch
if they wanted to be transparent, why didn't they televise the hearing right from day one?
Thank you.
You know, and how come we didn't see the judge's face?
Thank you.
It's crazy.
Because they wanted to berate Peter Obi. They thought they were going to embarrass him. You know their intention. They thought that yes, we're going to talk to him anyhow, we will disgrace him, but they ended up disgracing themselves and their careers and the
themselves. Judges that they can't even explain the meaning of hand. They were picking up dictionary after many years of schooling. You don't even know what hand means.
I'm telling you. Do you understand? They don't even know wetin dey inside wetin dem dey read. I never see that kind thing for my life. So what's the point of rest? Those wigs and gowns should be burned to the ground. Make dem put fire, like everybody dey wear ankara, your native attire, George, wherever you come from, kente, no, not kente, all those material wey dey those olden days one, make people dey wear am. There's no need. Because guess what? All the oyibo system wey una borrow, nothing, e no dey work for una. No be una own originally, e no dey work, e can't work, e no follow.
I would really like to see if the Supreme Court go against what they already interpreted. I think that will, for me though, that will really show to the. I mean, even though they might not give it to us, but I think it will be clear now that Nigeria does not exist. Like there's no constitution in Nigeria anymore.
E does not exist. Me, I'm not
Yeah,
waiting for Supreme Court. Me
because
don already know that
that
one is
that that
already
will help them disgrace themselves even further. Yeah, I think they should
exactly.
go. It will help them to disgrace themselves even further. The world can see that these people don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. That's it. So me, I want, and you know what? Let Peter Obi do, because that's the kind of person he is. See to the end, exposing the process, which he said. Abi people not listening to am. He say I'm more interested in the process. I'm not desperate to be president. Na the process e dey follow. Make e follow and reach where e need to reach. You understand? We are here for it. Let him continue to expose. But you see those people when they thief the something. Thank you very much, Mr. Guy Wanlele. You said that Agberos are ashamed of their own cheating. Yes! They can't celebrate. Otherwise, why are they jumping from one life to the other? Looking for who will give them relevance. One came and wanted to come and talk on my panel. I do not entertain dumb people. I don't entertain people who have nothing to contribute apart from insults. There's no need. They can't even say anything complete in a sentence without insulting. Are those kind of people not worse than animals? What is the difference? Animals even know their size. Eh? No, I beg. These are people that should not. That is why, for me, I've always been calling action since that sham election on 25th when they were reading the numbers. I already done the talk. So why person never jump the guy when they read this thing? Action now don dey call for since. Now the same action that they call for today. When they talk that rubbish for court, lawyers know that was a time to separate themselves and say, no, we are not part of this. You march out en masse. Una sit down for there 12 freaking hours. Why not be baby? They should have just written the article, let people go and read it. What's the point? That was a waste of resourceful time. You know, it's 12 hours go do for some people. 12 hours, you know how much you would have made? For those that are looking to make money, you know what you could have achieved in 12 hours? Now person just sit down waste. What I beg you. Well, for me, my own be say, right now, if Nigeria is not working for everybody, me everything crash land. You see that man when he
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before I leave, yes,
Go ahead.
I'll have few things to say there, but I'll be in the comment section. I'll be backstage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know if you heard they said the copy of the judgment, the letterhead has Tinubu something on it. Are you aware
Yes,
of that?
yes, I saw that. It has
Tinubu Legal Counsel or something?
yes, on the Anani Pekun's, yes. I saw that on Twitter. They forgot you see, they forgot to edit that part. So it was Tinubu's lawyers that wrote that
That would
yeah.
yes. All right. So lastly, I want to thank you for all you do. Okay, thank you so much, and thanks from an outsider. As always, I'm not a Nigerian, but I'm concerned. I want to see Africa moving forward. So this breaks my heart a lot. But we have to stop. As Pio continue to say, these guys, they are clients, they are establishments. You can't down establishments one day. The same way they are tenacious, you used to have to be tenacious. Let it be head for head, toe for toe. Then we can succeed and conquer these bad people in Africa, in Nigeria. Just have the military rule, the coup are coming because those so-called politicians, they're not treating us right. They come into the side of the wall. They see They see improvement, 24 hours light, security, they see food, they see job, good road infrastructure, everything is there. But when they go back home, they do the reverse. So we just have to continue to fight, to stand up for a better Africa for us all. Okay, thank you so much for allowing me
Thank
on your platform
Thank,
tonight.
yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Des. I really appreciate. You know, you're a brother, oh, whether you're Nigerian, whether we're all brothers and sisters. If I travel to any part of Africa now, they're not going to look at me different. They're going to say I'll be one of them. So whether you like it or not, if you work for one, you work for everybody. And I really appreciate your own tenacity too. And I like what you said. And this is what brought me to life again. I was like, you know what? These people, if we are quiet, and the evil that's going on keeps going on, they will just increase it. So we need to be coming out and making our grievances known and be calling out their shameless acts one after the other. Me, I'm standing on restructuring. That's where the angle I'm coming from. And I still stand by, I'm waiting for the people on ground. My eyes are on them because they are the ones because if they start something right now on ground, I'm telling you for free, there are people who will travel from here to go and join them fight. But until something starts for ground, sorry, there's no way. And I hear what you say. We're not going to take down the establishment in one day. I get it because it's been entrenched corruption and evil for a long time. Now I can empathize with my ancestors, with those who came before me. Not that they did not fight, but they were suppressed. They were suppressed. So I've made my peace with that because I was one of those who said, if our fathers had fought, we probably would have been here. I take it back. I withdraw that statement. Because look at all the effort that went into this election. Look at all the efforts, all the sensitization. Everybody put their resources, their money, everything behind it. Look at what happened. So I can only imagine what happened during my ancestors' time when there was no social media. So thank you very much, Mr. Des. I appreciate you. Yeah, Christopher, the judgment given by the judges, yeah, is beyond them. Then now from outside, they can't give them the money. 7 million, $5 million. Yes, now from outside because of their interest. You're right about that. Yep. You know, Peter we probably knows it. Yeah, he knows. I know he knows, but he just wants to expose the process. Yeah, he wants to expose the entire, which is a good strategy. I like that. I really, and I saw that they are saying that it looks like APC is begging them, please don't go to Supreme Court. And then Agbado had come out and say Peter Obi and Atiku should come and work with him. I said, Toe, the day Peter Obi joined, forget that thing. I go change am for am. Join who? Can light and darkness work together? God forbid. What impact? Make e come donate im common sense give dem join their cult. God forbid. Grace, welcome o. No retreat, no surrender. We will not bend, not break to criminality. Ise o. Yes o, we must o. Welcome my sister. Mr. One Love, my brother. Na so we see am o. Na here we dey. Do you have any final thoughts so that we go round this thing up? I no wan. Mr. One Love. Okay, I think maybe he's gone. Can you hear me, Mr. One Love? Okay. Exactly. God forbid. Working, God forbid. Make e not try am. Who know Peter
Yeah,
Obi? Make
sorry,
dem.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I said, do you have any final thoughts? I wan wrap up the
The
show.
the question is, I heard, I don't know if it's true. I heard they are refusing to give the certified copy to Obi and Atiku, right?
They've given it to them now. People were on
Oh,
them on
okay.
Twitter. It was blowing up. They don't finally release the certified true copy. The certified true copy was what was circulating. That's why they saw that Olanipeko's thing was still there, letterhead.
Imagine.
Yeah, that's how they exposed it. It's been on Twitter all over the place. Say, see,
Wow.
now they write the judgment for them. Ah,
Imagine.
I too like obedience. Oh my God, they expose detail-oriented people. Man, Obedience actually for now, I no go lie. No. The most, eh? The most opinion is a strong opposition. Hey,
These people, they don't get shame at all.
shame care.
Wow.
Shame care, shame no dey their dictionary. These people dey cults, dem dey drink from the same pot. I'm telling you. Shame, dem don bury their shame because of money, material wealth, that's it.
Yeah.
Dem
Yeah.
don give dem 7 million, 5 million for dem, for their eye that money go solve all their problem.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know that thing will not solve their problem. Now problem of a problem they carry upon themselves.
Thank you.
You know, that money
Dem
will not
don
solve your
add
problem. You
curses
just sell
join.
how many millions of people because of money will not go reach you do anything.
Hmm,
You know, this is crazy,
exactly.
man.
It's crazy, but now wetin dem no know, that's to show you how low IQ these people are, how
Very low,
dumb,
very low.
very low, how much wetin you want. Even if dem give you that $5 million, e go finish one day. Even if you use am set up business, people dey set up business when e dey fail, abi you no know. Dem go set up business, you go dey expect say okay o, this business for my pepper go rest forever. Fire from nowhere go just come, e all burn everything to the ground. Na today wetin we never see, wetin person never experience for this life. Money no be everything. As you talk am, Mr. One Love, that money dem don use am buy all the problem wey dem go get
Problem,
from that money.
no problem. Because the process by which they got that money is not clean and clear. Now you they betray millions of these people did that country. They see what happened on election day. You know, they themselves went to vote. They saw what happened, and you issued a subpoena to INEC. At the end of the day, you're just lambasting one petitioner for coming to even petition people at all. God, I mean, it's okay. I'm fully in support of Obi. Let him go there. Probably not to win, but to expose the whole stupid system that they said they have.
Exactly.
We'll see what the Supreme Court says, how they will interpret that 25%. Me, I can't wait to see to hear that. If they are going to go against what they already interpreted almost 3 times and call it wrong or right, but we'll see what happens.
Exactly. Mr. Des, you're absolutely right. Obedience are all over Africa. The people that are wanting the better government for themselves, they are all over. You're right about that. They are not only Nigerians, but those who want better servant leadership in Africa. Absolutely. That's what we are seeing happening. And guess what? They were now saying that they want to, these palm color people for our side, they want go buy the Niger president. Russian intelligence expose the whole thing. Dem make dem famous for that thing. Dem say una wan do wetin? Dem dey call all Africans make una no sleep o, na like dis dey take dey kpai our leaders from before. We no
Mm.
dey, we go just wake up and say oh, this person was a good leader, to say dem let am be. Make we no allow am o. We need to join hands make sure say dis kind thing no happen, and I support dat one. Make we no allow dem touch dem. We have good leader. Dis Niger man now, market price of uranium na $200, €200. Dis pipo dey buy am 80 cents. See the poverty for the land. The
Oh
man don
my
increase
God.
the thing now, una dey vex. E wan work for pipo,
Wow.
una dey vex. Who una dey support? No,
Wow.
abeg, make dem no touch dat man. And I like say make all the pipo wey dem don do coups, the better ones for inside, make dem come together. You touch one, you touch everybody. See am now, Russia don go drop some equipment for ground for dem for there. Make dem try am. Times don change, abeg, make our good leaders stay, make dem live long, make dem do us well. Na we get land, na we get gold, na we no dey enjoy am. Wetin I dey do for here? As my land reach throway, wetin I dey find for here? Wetin dey here for me? I leave garden of Eden come concrete ground. Say wetin dey happen where nothing grows? I no fit plant something for my backyard for outside now make e grow as e take dey grow for house. Abeg,
No, you first go what do they call it? Home Depot and get
go and buy
silos
soil.
of fertilizers and stuff to come put together. You know, it's
That
crazy.
is that normal? Ground wey be say e normal, na God create am. They don't do nonsense. So you need to go. They sell soil for ground, sand. When people they sell land to show you how these people be. Everything. If they feel they go sell air when person dey breathe. God forbid. Meanwhile, for Nigeria, you fit just get small land for your backyard, plant wetin you wan plant, the thing go grow. You no need fertilizer. Abeg, wo my people, me, I don talk am and I go still talk am. No one but ourselves can save ourselves. Nobody. As una dey see am, we no get friend outside, we no get friend inside.
When I
Know
heard
who
that
your enemy
that
be. Go ahead, sorry.
yeah, when I heard that stay at home, and all of a sudden they announced September, I said these people they have a plan, And then Agbado
Exactly.
took off. I said these people have a plan, you know. But it's good because they expose themselves. The more they do, the more the people begin to see their stupidity every single day, you know.
Exactly. No, it's true. They are exposing themselves. That's the truth. And we cannot see it. Right? They expose themselves, make everybody see, make everybody know as it be. I like this. To be honest with you, I like it. Make Peter Obi dey do it. Everybody get work to do for this thing. Not only Peter Obi go do everything. Make him dey do it. The question
Yeah.
be say, wetin you dey do? Everybody get part to play. Not be one person go fight the fight. Na where Peter Obi no reach, na e dey do so. Na him own e dey do. Wetin you dey do? Una leave the man make e dey do the peaceable thing wey e dey do. I respect am for that. Make everybody do their own. My own be say no one but ourselves can save ourselves. If you dey wait for one person to come help you, to come save you, omo, you're on a long term. As you can see, you have enemies all around, including me. In your midst there are enemies. Na the ones wey dem go wan collect, wey dem fit buy with money, na dem plenty pass. Once dem see money, dem forget who dem be. Na all my eyes na Nigerians now I dey wait for. I no dey look anybody again. Nigerians. When Nigerians on ground say e don do, everywhere start to dey shake. Then I go know say yes, we don ready. And for me, I'm standing on restructuring. Nobody better pass anybody. If the country no fit work for everybody, make e just scatter. Make everybody dey go their own. That be my own. Anywhere you fall into, you fall into. You see this one we dey do, so e cannot work. Abeg, e can't. And we no go give dem peace of mind. As dem dey wake up, dem go dey dream of us. Because I go sit down and think am, I say dis people dem dey wait make all the well-meaning Nigerians and obedience give up, make dem tire, make dem say okay, we've done our best, let's raise our hand. No, we cannot let evil stand. Evil cannot stand. Lie. We go dey give am the energy wey e deserve. Make dem dey, say agbados dey run headless all over the place. Dem dey look for why still dey still talking about this matter. Can't they give up? No, we're not going to give up. No, we never tire. We dey here. Dem punch us for eye. Na dem sef dey punch, not be me. Because guess what? Who no get light? Not be me. Who no dey see water drink? Certainly not me. Who no dey see better road drive on? Not be me. Dey affect. Who dey rush go under Twitter when they say give us your answer? Na agbado people na full am. The poorest of the poor, poor in spirit, poor in soul, poor in everything, poor psychologically, poor physically. Na dem dey full people accounts, dey beg like beggars when dem be. Begging and agbadorians 5 and 6. Na there dem dey know, dem dey see dem. Even the ones wey dey claim say dem go school, their brain don empty, nothing dey inside again. So my people, abeg, I leave it here for now. We go see again on another time. Thank you very much for joining me, Mr. One Love. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by.
Mamo, no problem. Hopefully we'll talk some other time. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too, bye.
Yeah, bye. Christopher, Bob Marley talk am. No one but ourselves can free our minds. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you. Grace, thank you. I appreciate you. Mr. Des, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Guy Awalele, Annie, Queen, Kene, thank you so much. Nelly, I appreciate. Raheem, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all. Victory all the way. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.